What's up, y'all? Peace, light, and love. I wanted to check through and stay true to the word that I was talking about on the podcast, where I wanted to do some demonstration of some of these Kundalini yoga practices. This has been very helpful in my journey as I was ascending through in my career early in the days where I was really trying to make a lot of moves out here in this world. But it works in whatever realm you in, right? Because this is energy that helps you to get in alignment for whatever it is that you're trying to do. I wanted to just give you a handful of the techniques that I was working with that really assisted me in navigating these streets in a victorious way. When I was working with these, and this was a long time ago back in the day, like when I started really getting into it, my family used to laugh at me a lot because I'm doing all of these chants and I'm doing all of these breathings and all of this other stuff. And they would snicker at me and everything. But what they didn't recognize, well, they saw it, but they didn't make this connection that there was a lot of progress that started happening within our lives after I started activating these chakras. Once I started getting my energy centers and strengthening my magnetic field, my life began to change. And the condition that we were in, from this little 3-bedroom house with one bathroom, we were able to move into a lot more comfortable condition and be able to experience a better quality of living. All with that, I just want to give a few. This is an ancient science. There's a lot of practices out there. There are a lot of techniques that are out there. I got a handful, but what I want to do is share the ones that I think worked immediately, the ones that I saw quick benefits from. Definitely get out there and explore these techniques, because this is not a belief system. This is an experiential system. So what that is that it's going to show up, it's going to work, it's going to show and prove whether you believe it or not. Just like the air is going to nourish your lungs and help you to breathe, you ain't got to believe in it, but it works, right? And that's the way that it goes. But the breath of fire is one of the ones that I have gotten a lot of results from. I've used it to help in energizing myself during times where I felt like sleepy, where I was about to nod off, like I'm in traffic and whatnot and everything. And I worked with these breaths of fire, and it definitely helped me to not fall asleep behind the wheel so I don't wrap around a pole. It also was very helpful when I was preparing for meetings, when I was preparing for presentations, or any other things that where I needed to interact and I needed to really get myself on point. It assisted me in really strengthening my energetic field so that I can start commanding the energy that I needed in order to be successful in whatever it was that I was trying to achieve. So let me tell you a little bit about this breath of fire. This is a energy boost, like I said. But I want to caution that for ladies, on the first few days of our menstrual cycle, those first few days on the period, you don't want to really mess with the with the breath of fire. Also, pregnant woman is too energizing for the system during those particular times. So when we in those conditions, we want to just really focus more on deep, long breaths and everything. But then when we come up out of it, breath of fire all day. I ain't no doctor. I'm not a medical professional, right? But this is just what I've been told, what my understanding is, and what I've noticed. What I've noticed, I never even really tried to do that. What I've noticed that is it is very energizing at the end of the day. So I'm definitely taking heed with that. This is one of those exercises where you work with that nose, that concentration center of the nose, where you put your eyes and you focus on the nose. Focusing on the nose is not going to make you cross-eyed. It actually assists you in getting clarity in your focus and in the direction and in your thought process, right? It allows the pituitary gland, which is the command center, the third eye chakra, to begin to secrete. And when the third eye, the command center, the pituitary gland secretes, it gets all of the other energy centers. It gets all of the other glands to secrete. The glands are connected to the chakra systems. And when the glands secrete, the body is healthy, the body is vibrant, and things start to happen where you start to really step into your power. A lot of the times, the things that hold us back is that we have clogs in the energy centers, and so it affects our expression and how we show up in this world. But when we get that energy cleared up, we get to get out there and give our authentic expression when we out here navigating these streets. Is definitely a move to make. So you work with mantras. And again, mantras are sounds that move energy. They call forth certain energy and activate dormant energy that's within us. Mantra means mind wave. Man means mind. Tra means wave. And when you control the waves of your mind, you control the direction of the way that things go in your life. And when you do that, you can be a very happy camper, because if you don't control the way that your mind is going, the direction of your mind, you just gonna have to go along for the ride, because the mind will take you some places and you'll find yourself in a space you don't want to be in. And this is why it's important for us to always have these mantras to make sure we got our compass, our North Star that's going to keep and guide us in the direction that's going to be most beneficial, so that we can really show up and show the hell out. So, Kundalini is all about how you control, expand, and direct your energy to enjoy your life. I got a few of these techniques. I got what I think I got about 5, 7 or something like that I got, on the computer and everything. And the computer's old. I can't even get it off of the computer and everything, because then I would just upload it and share it with everybody. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through these techniques, the ones that have been helpful with me, and I'm going to share them with you to get you started, to get you on your journey. So even if you can't find, or somebody wants you to pay for this Kundalini yoga experience, you can get the very bare bones minimum of this experience, awaken your chakras, and get your shit in order, get your shit taken care of. Do what you got to do out here in these streets. So definitely, let's do it, huh? Okay. So mantras are sounds that move the body and the mind. You definitely want to do that, right? This is a rhythmic movement. And what this breath of fire does is it energizes all of the chakras. It purifies your blood, and it activates that energy that moves throughout your body, right? It's very detoxifying. It's very purifying and cleansing. And you definitely want to work with this. It makes you feel better. It raises your vibration. It raises your frequency. And we already know when your vibration is higher, your experience is better, right? Because you start to attract higher vibration experiences. It strengthens the magnetic field, so that the things that you desire, the things that you focus on, will be more readily available to you. You definitely want to work with that energy. And you can do it at any time, in any point in time. I used to do it in my car just to give myself a little extra boost. I also do it wherever you can do it, right? But it takes just a couple of minutes every day, and you get that space in. Let me see. What else am I forgetting? The mantra, the seed mantra, because I forgot all about telling you what the mantra was. The mantra is Sat Nam. The mantra in this breath of fire being Sat Nam. Sat Nam means true identity. Sat means truth. Sat, S-A-T, Nam, N-A-M. Sat means truth. Nam means identity. And so what that does is it helps you to connect to your original self, your spiritual self. These seed mantras, beej mantras, the seed mantras are seeds that are planted into the consciousness of health, of wholeness, of harmony. So we're going to sit straight. And we're going to focus our eyes on the nose. Focusing on your nose will not make you cross-eyed. It will help to strengthen your focus. It helps to activate the pituitary gland to secrete. And when the pituitary gland secrete, it is the command center. When the pituitary gland secretes, it signals all of your other glands to secrete. All of your other glands are connected to your chakras. And when all of your glands are secreting, your energy begins to flow throughout all of the energy centers. And you start to feel really good about the way things is going in life. Word. So we start off with the invocation practice, which is the Om Numo Guru Dev Namo. And that means that I call upon that infinite creative life force. I had to think for a second. I blanked. Sorry, my bad. That infinite creative life force energy to have it serve me. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Ong is not Om. Ong is a mantra, is a transcendental, expansive mantra. Om, which is all about the spiritual. But Kundalini deals with the material, dealing with this whole worldly realm right here. So we can get it right in this life, right? So we ain't got to be the recluse that's sitting off in the corner just meditating and isolating ourselves from everybody. This is so that we can actually show up and participate in life and be a blessing to somebody in this world, so that we can show up out here in these streets and show you what this spiritual work that we're doing really looks like and why we doing this, how this shows up in our life, so that we can live in victory, that this just ain't no game that we play just to be weird, just to be different, just to be deep, but this is how we do life. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. And that's all about us calling on that infinite creative life force energy within us and have it serve us. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. And you will say that 3 times each and every time you do a Kundalini yoga practice. So let's practice with that. Eyes on the nose. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Om Namo Dev Namo. And then you're going to hold that in, the pranic energy, let it be distributed throughout the body. Exhale, hands down. So when you do that, you put your hands in prayer pose, and then you set it off with that Om Namo Guru Dev Namo mantra, so that we can really begin to activate that energy within us. Then we get into the breath of fire. And what we want to do, again, focus on that tip of the nose. Remember that mantra. It's going to be a rhythmic breath, right? So you're just going to breathe in and breathe out rhythmically, a rhythmic movement. And what that does, when you breathe in and out, it changes your energetic field. You're going to do that through the nose, and it's going to help to shift and bring your energetic field up. Hold on, let me move my microphone a little closer so that you can hear how the rhythm of the breath goes, right? So I'm going to start it off with the breath of fire, and it goes a little like this. Focus on the nose. Breathe out. Hold that energy. Let that pranic energy distribute all throughout the body and send healing and send that light to wherever you need that in your body. And then we exhale. An excellent time to do that is 2 to 3 times a day. A day. And you 2 to 3 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes, and you can do this every day. I do it 2 to 3 times a day, about a minute or so, maybe 2, 3 minutes. Excellent time is about 3 minutes. You want to work with that, and you start feeling that, and it comes straight up. It's a rhythmic breath, and you do it about 2, 3 minutes each day, couple of times, and everything. It's going to give you that energy boost that you need. It's going to help to align your chakras. If you want to really awaken your energy centers before you get busy, before you got something to do, the breath of fire is a recommended breath to do. And even though it's hard for me to chant because of all of the weed that I smoke, it's hard for me to get that breath in line and everything. Once you start doing it, that starts to really correct itself as well. So this is why I wanted to share some of this work that I'm doing on my journey with you guys. I'm just getting started. As you can see, I'm all short of breath. I'm out of breath and everything because I'm just finding this work too. But I wanted to share this with you because this shit's gangster, fam. It is gangster, gangster, gangster. And I'm going to come on tomorrow and maybe I'll do another breath or two or something else and we can do that along. And this is just because I want to put this out there so that nobody got to pay for this, man. This shit should be given out for free. We all deserve to have some victory out here in our lives. Word. So I just want to bid you all adieu. Peace and light. Peace and love. Love you, fam. Let's get it, y'all. Let's get it.